Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, bringing you guys another video. In this video today, we are back again to talk about more Sonic Rangers. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are confused. You just made a video about Rangers, why are you talking about it again? Well, it's because I've been surfing around on the internet a bit looking for more stuff in relation to really anything Sonic. And I watched this video by this creator called JadenXV, where he talks about a 4chan post that isn't a leak, don't worry, this isn't like a rumor or anything, but simply some very, actually, like probably the most logical speculation on Rangers that I've seen. Good reason to believe that the game will go in a certain direction. That kind of lines up with what we've heard through leaks and also simply Sega as a whole. And that's right, we're here to talk about Sonic Rangers gameplay and what the style could be. Now, I think that a lot of you guys might be, Ricardo, don't we know this already? Every leak that has been out there has stated and affirmed that this will be an open world Sonic game, that we'll be able to run around and have a jolly grand old time in a big giant island that's just, you can run around and do whatever. Well, yes, it's very true that this is still expected to be open world, but with RPG action elements. I think this is just very solid speculation that I could really see being true. So without any further ado, let's take a look at what this post has to say. So looking into Sega's restructuring in 2018, it became evident that many members from CS3, which for a good 15 years have been Sega's RPG development arm, have been absorbed into CS2. The developers of said group were responsible for Valkyria Chronicles, Sakura Wars, and the Shining series, and the single-player focused Phantasy Star games. And his current studio head, oh god, I don't know how to say that, was instrumental in the development of the Shenmue series and F-Zero AX and GX, surprisingly. Now that's just a little bit of like the prefix that's just like establishing the state of Sega and a couple of these game developers. Now take a look at this part. With the reveal of Sonic 2022 Rangers, metadata from the trailer revealed that the tentative title of Rangers cross-referenced with some leaks from alleged focus testers from 4chan. We have learned that the game will contain RPG elements and unfortunately had rather button mashy combat at this stage of development. The mashy combat can actually be seen in earlier CS3 titles such as Sakura Wars, Shining Arc Resonance, and Phantasy Star Portable. Thus, I am led to believe that this new game is being done by CS3 veteran staff and not the usual suspects we have had for the last decade. Very solid reasoning and backing. They're putting their all into this. From this, I believe that the Breath of the Wild inspirations, which we've been hearing like a lot about, and the RPG elements that are not a result of Sonic Team mindlessly apping popular trends, but rather the CS3 team carrying their own expertise and inspiration from other games in the same genre forward in this new title. Now, a little bit of the rest of this kind of gets a bit subjective in terms of the quality of the game and also just like their opinions on the move, but I'll read it anyways. Does this mean the game will be good? Probably, but we know for sure at least it will be different. It remains to be seen whether they will be able to find a happy medium between RPG design elements and speedy platforming that the series has always been known for. The RPG developers entering the Sonic series, Nishima's, I hope I said that right, return to Sonic as a series art director, and the team's having an old-fashioned field research business trip for real-world inspiration. It's likely that the game will at least have more emphasis on its setting and lore than previous games. Now, like I said, a lot of this post is speculation, specifically the end, talking about how the game will probably be good, the people that they've brought in, people who've been rehired from like back in the adventure era to come back to the series who are potentially working on this game, and taking a look at the leaks and also the current state of Sega and its history since its restructure, and really determining where the Sonic series is at and Sega's at, and seeing what their mindset is like and what they could take away from their successes and transfer that over into Sonic. Now, when they say RPG, I think I know what they're talking about. Something a little more along the lines of this, and from the series that they mentioned, not this. I think the combat will be a little more complex than previous Sonic games. The open world elements will still very much so be open world. You will run into certain parts of it that take you into either automated sections or parts where you have to defeat a big boss, which was mentioned that there are these big monsters around the island. A lot of the series that they're talking about and mentioning that Sega has been a part of and worked on, it's very interesting, and it is stuff that has been very widely received from fans as in a positive way. They have a lot of expertise in that department, so why not bring that over into Sonic in some ways? Rangers is in a very interesting place where no matter what they're going to do with this game, if it's open world or open world mixed with RPG or anything really, it's going to be different. It's going to be the most different Sonic game I think we've ever received in terms of a main series title. I don't think you can get much different from this, and I'm very excited to see where it could go and the RPG elements. elements. But we are not done just yet, because I want to bring over some speculation of my own and something that the fan base in general has been talking about. I've been seeing a lot of this on Twitter. I don't remember the exact post it was, I'm sorry if anybody had a really viral tweet about this, but people were talking about multiple playable characters in Rangers or just in Sonic games in general coming up. And had me thinking, will we be getting multiple playable characters in Sonic Rangers? If you take a look at the past couple Sonic games we received, Sega has been going in a multiple playable character direction. First, we should start off with the last Sonic game we received, Sonic Colors Ultimate, and yes, I know what you're gonna say, there's no other playable characters in that game. Well, there was code that was discovered that said that Metal Sonic was going to be a playable character in that game, but eventually was scrapped, unfortunately, because they probably just ran out of a lot of time. There's a lot of scrapped stuff in that game. But if you look at games before then, Team Sonic Racing obviously has a huge roster. Sonic Mania has multiple playable characters. Sonic Mania Plus added even more new characters. Forces had Shadow playable. Boom, before that, even if you don't want to count that, had multiple playable characters, and that's something they clearly wanted to do. Clearly, multiple playable characters is something that Sega is interested in and wants to do more of in the future. Whether Rangers will have that or not, we'll have to wait and see, but it is something heavily requested from fans and something I think a lot of them want. Obviously, we don't know where the story is, and I don't think I want to place even bets on this or just give like a percentage of, oh, this could happen, because we just don't know that. There's a lot of reason to believe that Sonic will be the only character from his group of friends that will be in this game. We don't even think that Eggman will be in it. We think Sonic will be the only character aside from original characters who pop up in the story or on this island. You can't really have Tails or Knuckles or Shadow playable if they're like nowhere to be seen in the story or anything like that. Everything we know, it's just Sonic. Like the most just Sonic there has been. The very soft reboot-esque feel to it. So while I've seen this question brought up, and I think I saw a Gamer Guide video also talking about this, and while there is reason to believe that there are multiple playable characters and that it could be a possibility, especially with how much they've been using them in recent games, judging where Rangers is going based off of the credible, like basically confirmed leaks that we've received, have all pointed towards Sonic being the only playable character, and the fact that Eggman won't even be in that game. And once again, while pretty much nothing in Rangers is confirmed, the leaks that we received before the trailer came out all line up with the trailer, and the information that was provided in there just kind of looks like that. Once again, I just saw this topic kind of blowing up, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it and whether we'd see that in Rangers or not. I don't want to spend too much time on it because this is pure speculation and discussion on that, and there's no real evidence or anything really talking about it in terms of info regarding the game. So I just thought I'd address that. Whether the topic comes up again in the future or there's evidence to support it, of course I'll talk about it, but I just wanted to give that out there for right now. So yeah, when there is like official news on Rangers, I'll of course be there to talk about it. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing stuff like this and a lot of other content about other Sonic media, like movies and shows and past media from like years ago. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Feel free to follow me on social media. Links to my Twitter and Instagram are in the description below. You can follow those for behind the scenes look at my life, future content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the best place for Sonic the Hedgehog content on YouTube. We talk about all things Sonic here, from video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, and more. 2022 is absolutely packed with Sonic content, and you're not going to want to miss a thing because we're going to be covering it all here, and we're always the first to it. I love you all so much. Thank you for the support on all of the videos and sticking by me, even though Sonic is in kind of a weird place right now. But trust me, things are going to get absolutely bananas, and I want to have you guys here for that. So thank you. I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Wah!